Hello everyone, it's Thumper the Rabid Rabbit. Alright, we're still in August. It is episode 17 on Bun Land. We ran out of money at the end of episode 16. I didn't have enough cash to grab that square bale trailer, which is what I really want, because I want to sell those bales and get enough money to keep planting going here. So, I'm selling off the lettuce. Gonna see how this does. Even though it's off season, I'm thinking this should still give me over 400, maybe. Ooh, 470. Yeah, nice. All right, okay. Good. Well, this will get us a few grand then. Exactly what I was hoping for. We were only a little short on that trailer, and once we have the square bale trailer, we'll go grab those square silage bales, and we've got a few stacks of them. I don't know if it's going to be as productive as... Oop. Jesus. I'm glad I don't have to bend out that fork. Great. Fabulous driving. I know that's what you're here for, my fabulous driving. Anyway, I really don't know how this square bale selling is going to work out, because it's pretty obvious how the round baler picks up the round bales when they're on the ground. This thing, I assume it's just going to grab one off the bottom, and hopefully that will then cause the stack to just drop straight down one so it can pick up another bale and not like fall over. And I really don't know how this is going to go. I hate these square bales. I've already determined that. I'm really only doing this to get rid of them. If somebody wants to explain to me in the comments why square bales are superior to everything else, I'd be happy to hear it, because man, I am not feeling it. Alright, here we go. Moment of truth. If it'll pick them up at all. If I have to do this all by hand with the front loader, I'm gonna cry. Oh. Well, that was interesting. Just instantly snaps sideways. But it does drop straight down, which is probably the best case scenario here. So actually, that's a good thing. Alright, well, this isn't so terrible then. Oh, uh-oh. Wait a minute. What happened there? Uh-oh. Oh, jeez. Now it's picking the next one up. This is... What could go wrong? At least it's not knocking down the next stack. Like, as soon as it's in the loader, it is kind of a no-clip object, it looks like. I can see the other stack behind it shaking, though, so... Oh, alright. Cool. Nice camera. I'm just waiting for this to blow up on me. Only got 4 more to go. Come on. Come on, don't blow up. So I'm interested in how much this is going to provide per stack and total. We're starting at roughly around 3,000. We've still got a AI farmer working on the field over here, so that's taking money away slowly. But normally from our grass harvest, we've pulled in close to 80 or 90,000. Three sets or 3 trailers of round bales at about almost 30 grand a piece, over 25 a piece. And then like another half trailer or so. So we got, was it 75, 80? Yeah, it was usually 90 something. So if these square bales are coming out similarly for total, I'm expecting that selling all this will get us up to the 80 to 90,000 mark, which would be great. Love to see that. But of course, you can only take 14 at a time, where the rounds you can take 24 at a time. But these square bales are 6,000 liters and the round bales are 5,500. It really, that 10% just really doesn't make up for losing like half the volume of the trailer. I suppose if you liked keeping your bales stacked in sheds vertically, then aesthetically and sort of logistically, maybe this works out better. Although you'd need a loader to pick that stuff up. So I just don't really know how to feel about it. 13.2 for 14 bit. So yeah, I guess it's, I mean, this isn't peak season, so we know they weren't going to be 1,000 a bale, although they are bigger bales. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't really change the cost per liter. So, but we do need to do 5 trips at least with this, as opposed to the 3 or 4 with the rounds. But whatever, I'm going to kick it into a time lapse here so we can get through these quicker and see what we make. Ah, damn it. Whoa, whoa. What the shit? Oh my god. Okay. Well, all right. Oh, can we? How are we gonna upright this shit? Okay. All right. Whew. Okay. Goodness. All right. We are upright, and there are bales everywhere. Oh. Well, that's new. I don't think I've experienced that yet, where the physics in here decides that something has collided and then just yeets you across the map. So I guess that's a thing. And fortunately for me, it yeeted me like, oh, I don't know, 50 yards. So all things being equal, I guess I could be on the other side of the map entirely right now, searching for barrels somewhere in between. So I guess this worked out, but now I'm a little a little apprehensive about how you pick these up. I'm not exactly sure how I caused that, so I'm not exactly sure how to avoid it. I mean, this will be a full trailer here, so I'll just back out slowly. And when I come back for the next stack, I guess, oh no, I'm gonna need another strategy. Stay further away. Let's see if we get tossed again. Alright, bringing in the last load. Not quite a full trailer, but let's see what we get. 60 grand. I'd say that's a fair 60 grand even, because we started with 3. We've had some farmers running, and we spent 2 grand renting the spreader trailer for the Landini, which is out spreading the lime right now. So not terrible, but not what I wanted out of this. But hey, we're done with the square bales, and I'm happy to be done with that shit. And looks like I need to tend to the AI farmers here, like emptying the stone. So I'll get to this, and this is all stuff you've seen before, so I'll jump ahead a little bit. I went ahead and got myself the large or wide seeder here. I'm hitting the north field with grass seed. Doing cover crop basically, since I know I can harvest this at least once and hopefully twice before I have to plant the sorghum. Not sure what the total output would be, but be optimistic. Think we can get 30 or 40 grand out of each of those harvests, maybe 30. It definitely doesn't cost us 60 grand to seed this, mow it twice, and then of course by rolling it we will get the free double fertilized bonus, which fertilizer is expensive, so that's actually the primary reason for doing this. Even if you didn't harvest it and sell it, you know, sell the grass or the silage, just getting the fertilizer bonus would make it worth laying this down over the winter and rolling it out in the spring. So that's the goal here. We've got the Massey hanging out on the south end of the field with the roller, which is about the same width of the seeder and same speed. So as soon as I get partway through this field, I'll get the Massey started on the rolling. And when I'm done here, I'm going to take this seeder over to the south half of the split field and go ahead and plant the canola, since it is an option for me to do that now. And I have this big ass seeder. Seems like a great time to do it. I can seed, I can roll. I'll come back with the weeder as well and hit both of these fields that are planted because they already are indicating that they need weeding. And that will probably be the end of the activity for the day. That gets us a grass crop planted, it gets us a canola crop planted, and tomorrow is when we can come back and do the wheat. And I just finished up the weeding. I own this weeder, so I'm going to power wash it down before I put it away, and then I can go return the vent. And we'll be done with our equipment for the day. Not a bad day. Very busy August, and still got 20 grand left, which is enough for us to definitely to seed our wheat crop tomorrow. We'll have to rent a smaller seeder because we're just going to do the half of the split field here. We'll want to rent the roller again, and I'll need to go out with probably the weeder after that as well. But then we've got all three crops in the ground again, and hopefully not broke. And then we still have silage to sell in January, so that'll fix us up for money before it's time to do the sorghum planting and next summer's harvest. Plus I still have the honey I haven't sold yet, which that's a good deal too. Actually, we have quite a bit of silage we're still holding, so that's great news. So yeah, get this buggy back in the shop here. It is kind of impressive that we did spend another almost $40,000 since I sold the square silage, though, just doing the seeding and fertilizing and everything else. I haven't been keeping track of what it costs me to do these crops, which would be challenging up till now because I keep changing the size of what I'm growing and which fields they're in. But if I can stabilize it here and use these three fields for the same thing, I really do need to pay attention to what the cost is, because I'm not selling these crops, so they're not paying for all this material and labor and everything else going into them. I'm using for the pigs. So the pig output is the slurry, the manure, so whatever we're saving on fertilizer is their value, plus we're growing pigs, and we're able to sell those, and we've already sold off quite a few of them for $1,000, or the last ones were for $970. So we're definitely making money off the pigs. The question is, you know, yesterday we spent that almost 40 grand, and if we only sell off, you know, 30 pigs a year at $1,000, then we're only making 30 grand off of spending 40 for the crops to feed them. But these crops are getting pretty big now, so I have to think that we're going to end up with some excess we could sell. So that might be a few grand. The slurry and the manure are definitely worth several $1,000s, and then the pigs. So I'm assuming we're at the point where we're getting profitable, but the silage, as boring as the silage is, and again, I'm going to try and skip over most of the mowing and silage harvesting because it is getting repetitive. It is what is keeping us alive in this farm right now from scratch. Now, Once I get the other pigsty going, I really want to grab another piece of land. And I have visions of sheep and cloth, potentially, which are valuable production chains. And that might be the first thing we could do that actually gets us some consistent money making. Like of a larger value that would be equivalent to what we're getting out of the silage. Because the lettuce here, we're only getting, a dozen of these things every year. That's $6 grand. We're getting the honey. We're getting several thousand off the honey. Not that it costs us a lot to do that, but that ain't paying for business. We want to be making money in the hundreds of thousands, not money in the tens of thousands. So that's what we want to get to here. I'm not going to make you watch me load lettuce and honey all day. So jumping ahead a little bit, just a couple of minutes, and I rented a relatively small seeder just to save money. Got plenty of time today. It's early in the morning, so no big rush. And we're laying down the wheat. I don't think we have any reason to hire more than one tractor today. We can just run this seed. I'll grab the roller. I have my own weeder that will run over this, and that will take care of the wheat harvest for the day. And then we'll see if there's anything else to pick up from a task perspective today. But I imagine things are going to get pretty quiet until January, when it's time to sell silage, unless we get a grass harvest here before winter, which is a very good possibility, because we did plant grass last month in August. So September, October, we already could cut it. But if it continues to grow in November, we could get a full cut, and that would be great, because that's money. I noticed a curious artifact here. When the AI farmer is weeding, you notice there's no tracks anywhere in this field where the AI farmer was weeding. But now, if I manually run this last row, there's nothing wrong with the settings. It just leaves tracks. So I'm not sure what that's evidence of. I don't know if it's a bug or if maybe I leave wheel marks because I have crop destruction on and crop destruction doesn't apply to the AI farmer for some reason, which I'm almost certain is not true, because I've seen the AI farmer run over the corner of a crop in this playthrough and ruin shit. So kind of interesting that no wheel marks when the AI farmer is doing the weeding. Whatever. Alright, as expected, October was uneventful and rainy, but November did give us an opportunity to harvest both of the grass fields, which I'm just finishing up now. So I think this will wrap up episode 17. I won't bore you with the harvest. Although we did get quite a bit, as you can see here. We got almost 5 full trailers, which is sweet. We got a lot of silage to sell. And I will make a run over real quick with the grass roller. But I don't think we have any December activity. So my expectation is I'll be back with you shortly for the next episode in January, where we will sell a boatload of silage. And that should be some good money. So I'm feeling like that second pigsty is in reach. Maybe another plot of land, because I am itching to expand here. We'll see how it goes. Until then, this is Thumper the Rabid Rabbit signing off for episode 17 of Bun Land. Take care of yourselves, have a good evening, and we'll see you next time.